Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. We'll get started in a few minutes. Good morning, bro. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Fun times. It's fun going. Yep, there it goes. Break above this. Looks for entries. Looks very good. Is that the high of the candle? 0.32. What is the high of this? 323. There we go. Trying to get exact here. There we go. Get a closure above here. Might look for possible entries. I personally won't be entering, but that is your cue. If you get a close above that, that's your cue. This would have been a good entry already here once a downtrend break, but this is your next high. See what this one does. So you wanted to do this. 1 second. You want to break above, retest, and then. So let's see what it does do, but we'll just keep this on watch. Fun. ROI. Let me look at ROI. So nothing on ROI at the moment. You need 0.165. Right, good morning. Right, let's see, HOVR. I know quite a few people can't trade this one in the UK from what I know. I'm watching Roma, so the 10-minute time frame, we have a demand zone, which is right here. I'm just gonna put this in 5-minute for now. 5-minute time frames in now. So we have the 5-minute demand zone here, which is the last red candle before the push to the upside. We're looking for it to pull back into the demand zone. If it does that, then get a couple more confidences, as members know in the Discord what to look for, and then you can look for possible entries. So let's see what it does do. MRAI. This one is slowly starting to push up. So let me just clean this chart up a bit. We have this here. We can even adjust the new demand zone, which can be this one here. Let's just sort this out real quick. There we go. So now we have the demand zone on this. We have a falling wedge. We have strong bottom wicks. It's looking good. So this one should break out. It's not that clean of a falling wedge. You would ideally want it to start. I mean, it's okay. There's just a lot of room here in between the wedge. So it's not that clean of a setup. But regardless, you still do expect price to break out of this. Your next resistance level is 119 or 120. Just round it to 120. And then 135. AGFY, I'm going to avoid this one. I don't like the price action on it simply because there is a lot of wicks on this at the moment. So yeah, I think it is just a Weeble issue, I guess. But for me, I mean, only entries it would take is above 250, which was pre-market high. I know we have 259 here. For those who are new to trading, this is not a breakout, okay? This is a fake out. There's a strong wick rejections here. There's no candle close. There's no confirmation that it has broken above. So these are rejections. There's no entry needed. Once it breaks above that with the candle close, then you can look for entries. Trying to enter then is a complete gamble. As you can see, it faked out and it came straight back down. So there's no need to enter unless you get a confirmation candle above the 250, not below, above. You need a full candle close above. HOVR, I think I might avoid this one today since quite a few members can't trade this one, so I will avoid it. BFRG, I just have this one on the watch list since it ran 20% yesterday. Current setup is still bullish. It is up 3% this morning, so we'll keep this on watch, but there's not much volume, so that's why it hasn't really moved Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. For those who have just joined, if you can do me a favor and like the stream up. Also, we have posted the new YouTube video up. I posted it yesterday on Hassie's behalf. We have, he goes over the, I think it's creating a watch list. So for those who struggle with finding plays and setups, he basically walks you through on a way that you can do so on building a watch list for you guys. So go and watch that, like it and comment as well. Would really appreciate if you guys can do so. We are trying to grow the YouTube as much as we can. So at the moment, BFRG is bullish. I am expecting a breakout on this. I gave this to you guys yesterday before I went to bed, and it broke out and ran all the way up to 417. It was a pretty A+ setup. I literally tweeted it and told you guys it's a perfect setup. I think it ran about 25% or something. So yeah, if you did get in, Hassie did alert it as well in the Discord. So Discord members were in, but for those on Twitter, I did also mention that you guys pretty much can get in the trade. So if you did get in, well done. So BFRG is still nice setup. So BFRG, you want to look for that purple line. So this is a bullish setup, right? So the reason why is a bullish pennant. It's runner from yesterday, just needs some volume. So BFRG, bullish setup. So the purple line is where you can look for possible entries. Trying to enter now is a little higher risk. That's all. LYT, so many sub $1 plays. LYT is still bullish. Look, it looks good. It's respecting this bullish pennant that's forming. So expecting a breakout on this. You have VWAP in the way, so if it breaks VWAP, closure above VWAP, then you can look for possible entries. I personally won't be touching it. And fun, you need a candle close above this this high. There's no candle close above. That's a fake out on that. If you guys can do me a favor, for those who just joined, if you can like the stream up and subscribe if you haven't. I just mentioned that we have just posted a new YouTube video yesterday, so you can go ahead and watch that if you would like. AGFY I'm going to avoid MAT. MAT is still bearish, but it is in a 30-minute demand zone, which is okay. But ideally, well, not ideally, you need it to break the trend, right? So it's still bearish, it's still in the downtrend. There is signs that it is trying to reverse since it's pushing up. Here we get a lot of buy candles pushing off the demand zone. However, there's no confirmation until you get a trend line break. Get a trend line break, and that gives you confirmation that there is a possible reversal, right? LQR is moving. LQR is also moving. I'm going to just put this on my watch list since this did run 30% yesterday. This is a pretty steady chart. If we look at it on the 30-minute, steady trend, right? Very easy to see. I think all you guys can understand what is going on with this, right? Every time it gets this trend line, it is a buy. Can do this as well, bullish pennant forming. So this is a bullish setup. Demand zone is very simple. It's simply just this, the most recent one, which is this. I know it's a larger demand zone, but that is still what a demand zone is classified. Or we can do 15-minute, 10-minute. Yeah, it's still the same thing. So yeah, this 30-minute is still the same, regardless on the time frame. So we will do a, this will be a demand zone marked here. So just demand zone. Like that. And there you have it. Bullish pennant, demand zone, respecting this. It's a bullish setup. You do expect price to break out of this. 305 is your next resistance level on this. Here's your LQR setup. This has lots of room to upside. So the reason I say that is because if you look left, there's a huge sell-off, right? All the way up to 435. So this is a bullish setup. AGFY, I'm personally just avoiding this, but it does look good. It looks like it's pushing up. If I was to enter this, I would have to wait for a candle close above 250. Fun. Yeah, you need a candle close above. There's no candle close above yet. Still have to wait. Mimo, what's happening with this? There's too many sub $1 plays. I hate this market like this. I'm not a fan of sub $1 plays. ROI is moving up now. Yeah, this is a very good watch on ROI. So I would keep this on watch. I know a lot of people are watching this on Twitter. But yeah, it looks like it's looking like, yeah. It's breaking this 0.165 right now. Actually, the volume is coming in pretty fast. Let me have a look at this actually. Volume. Yeah, buys are stepping in on this big time. So definitely keep this one on watch. As I mentioned a couple minutes ago, this was your break here. 0.165. If you get a candle close above here, you should expect it to continue to push to the upside. Here's your resistance levels here, here, and then here. So these are your levels to look at next. Candle close above, you can look for possible entries. Trying to enter now is a high risk. Wait for the closure above on the 5 minute. Roma, I do like this setup a lot. The reason I say it is because it hasn't really dumped since the news or whatever it's running. Okay, I'm personally looking for this 5 minute pullback into demand. That's when I'll look for my entries. Although there is looking like it's trying to be a new demand zone here, but this is a huge sell-off. So for me, it's not, I wouldn't count this as a demand zone. So this is the most recent demand zone before the push to the upside. Have to wait for that to pull back to that level. If it doesn't, then it's not the end of the world. I'll just wait and see if there is a pullback. So 126 at the moment, we can just label that as support for now. Let's see, yeah, 126 is right here. It does look like it is trying to reverse, but for me, it's not enough confirmation for now. If we want to be accurate, we have to do this. Actually, this is okay. I'm trying to get as much touches as possible around here. So this looks like that. So you can see now it's starting to push up, right? We got 5, 10, now going to be 15 minutes of confirmation that it is pushing to the upside. So Roma does look like it is trying to reverse. So Roma looking to reverse. So I've simply just marked the most recent support, which is this. Breaks below this, then I'm looking for it to get into the demand zone. I won't be looking for any entries right now. If it runs, it runs. Great. I'm not too worried. BRSH, nothing on this until it breaks above 0.45 on this one. I think I drew this the other day. So 0.145 break above, then you can look for entries. Trying to enter now is a complete gamble. You can understand why, right? It's consolidating. There is no clear trend. It's literally just trading in a range, up, down, up, down. So when it gets down to here, maybe you could buy and then obviously sell before you get here until it breaks above and retest. That's when I would personally look for an entry. I am in 0 plays at the moment. I'm rarely ever in plays when I'm doing the YouTube. It's because I've got to concentrate doing both. LYT is still bullish, breaks above this 0.277, which is the high. Then you have these are your next resistance levels. So 0.325 and then 0.37. We can mark a demand zone if we want to. So this was last red candle for the push was this here. Larger candle, but it's okay. It's still classified as a demand zone. So demand zone. So here's your demand zone, looks good. Keep an eye on this one. How's fun looking? Yeah, no candle close above equals no entry, right? You have to wait for that candle close above. Once you get that candle close above, that is when you can get confirmation. That does not mean it's going to run 100%, okay? But there's a much higher probability if it breaks a high and continues then as opposed to trying to gamble and enter now because it's at a resistance. Roma. Yeah, I just mentioned Roma. Roma's looking good. I mentioned it probably here on this candle close. So around 130, it's up to 140 already. It's moving. As I mentioned, I'm not going to be entering this trade. The reason why is because I was looking for entries in demand zone. If it doesn't get down to there, then I simply won't enter. I identify that this is the most recent area of support. I mentioned then that there is 15 minutes of green candles, identifying that there is a strong buyer's bullish trend starting to happen, and you can see here that it's clearly pushing to the upside. Here is your resistance around here. Where's VWAP? So it's right at VWAP right now. If you get a closure above VWAP, you should expect this to break above. The volume is coming in, as I mentioned earlier as well. I do expect this to break out of 150. When is it going to do it? I have no idea, but there is a high probability that this will break. We can even just remove this downtrend for now, but this is what you can identify, right? Resistance aroma, CELU. CELU, you need this to really break above this 3-2. I don't really like this chart, to be honest with you. These were these weird candles. Fun. So fun, you need a candle close above. If you get a candle close above, you can look for possible entries on this. Personally, I won't be entering, but it's up to you what you guys decide. I always have a max 5 to 7% stop loss during pre-market, and I don't enter more than 10% of my account. Meaning, if I have $1,000 account, I will be going in with $100, okay? And then I will have a max 5 to 7% stop loss. Let's say, for instance, I have a 7% stop loss. So if I go in $100 and I lose 7%, I'm only losing $7 out of the $100 that I invested. It's all part of risk management, right? Don't go large size in pre-market because you cannot keep a stop loss. It has to be a mental stop loss. Where would I enter LYT? LYT would be this. If this was intraday, I would be entering around here simply because it's at the support level, the lower part of the wedge, lower risk. My stop loss would be 5 to 7% or just below the demand zone. That's how I would trade this. Mimo is on your watch. You're hoping for regular hour movement. Mimo's here. All the colored ones are on my watch list. These ones are just from previous runners from the other day. I actually had this on my watch list. You're right. Yeah. I just had it on my watch list because the setup was good. If we look at without extended hours, right? It is in a falling wedge, but with extended hours, you can see that it has dropped a little bit below. I don't trade these sub $1 plays, so I'm not really interested in these kind of plays, but 186% yesterday. It's only down 12% this morning. So yes, I do expect continuation. It needs to get above 0.2. The reason why I say 0.2 is because it's a big psychological level, right? So if it gets above a psychological level, then you can identify that it will probably continue. But 0.2, your support level is here, like this low here, whatever this is, 175, around here. So you can identify this. If I clean up the chart for you so you can understand easier, we can identify where the low was, or this candle here, right? So 1.175. And then if we identify that this is the area of support here, we identify that it's already pulled back here again, right? So then we go from here, we identify what is the trend. We can see that the trend is bearish, okay? However, we are setting up for a breakout on a falling wedge, right? So this has gone from bearish, from the first trend that we identified, to a bullish trend, meaning that we expect price to break out. We're respecting the support level. We're getting buyers stepping in. I do expect the price to break out on this. I'll put this on Twitter for you so you can keep this on watch. So yes, I do expect this to break out. This is Mimo expecting breakout. ARAC. Sol, I don't know which one that is. Let me know. Fun has still not closed above, so no one should be in the trade. If you try to enter the trade now, you guys are gambling, right? There's no confirmation. It's rejecting every time. It might go, it might not. If it gets above, then yes. Can you record about stop loss? What do you mean, Kobe? ACRS is not my kind of chart. If we're looking at recent price action, it is in an uptrend, but the volume is very, very low. Break above this 1.25, then you have room to 1.41. Did I just go over ARAV? Oh, ARAV. Right, ARAV, let's have a look. Dead cat bounce play. That's all I can really say about this. I don't know if I had an offering or whatever, but it's kind of low risk trade. That's kind of how I would put it with this. I mean, this thing's 6 cents, so yeah, you decide. I personally would avoid it, but up to you. If it breaks that high, maybe you can look for entries, but then it has a lot of room to the upside. So yeah, stop loss would be probably around the low, but that's a much larger stop loss. Can you say why you don't like sub $1? I don't think big percentages are more possible. Just because I don't know. I just feel like they're under $1 for a reason. A lot of the time, most of these plays are getting pumped by big discords. They usually have offerings. It's very high risk. It just doesn't suit my kind of, I don't know, mentally it doesn't, when I'm in the trade, I don't feel very confident with it. Even if it is still my setup, I give it for members in the Discord, like the setup, but for me entering, I rarely get in. If I do get in, maybe I get a few shares, but nothing crazy. And then also with, in terms of that, Hassie does a sub $1 play, so for the alerts, and he's very good at it, which is good. So we work very well in that department in terms of him giving the sub $1 plays as well, because they do run crazy, but for me, it's I just avoid them, that's all. Have you done UConn? No, I haven't done UConn. Let me check. UConn's here. UConn's very bearish at the moment, bro. Strong downtrend. Nothing on that. TGL. Let me have a look at TGL. Is 3% this morning. TGL is still the same. Someone asks me about this every single day. TGL is 0.12 break needed. Mark that, alert that, whatever you need to do, so I don't have to repeat myself every day. Just literally mark that level. If it breaks out, then you can look for entries. Trying to enter now is a no-go, okay? Because it's right at this resistance level. Every time it gets here, it rejects, okay? So get confirmation above, then you can look for your entry. So that's what you need on TGL. Save it, screenshot it, whatever you need to do to remember. Just logged on, was AGFI reviewed. AGFI, where is it? Here. Yeah, I went over AGFI. I said with this one, it looks like it was trying to reverse around here, which it is right now. If I was to look for entries, you would need a candle close above 250. Closure above, not a wick like this. This is not a candle close above. That is a fake out. If you get a candle close above, then you can look for possible entries. I personally won't be entering, but that's what you can look for. Then you have room to 295. Reason why I have 295 is if you look left, it's just this high here. So that's what we have on that, on AGFY. So it looks like it's going to run. Just logged on. The intention is to make a video recording on risk calculation. I've done that in the Discord, yeah, for members, the risk management strategy. It's all there. I've done a whole seminar on it. So if you are, Kobe, if you are in the Discord, I'm not too sure if you are, but it is in the Discord under Tiger Alerts or Tiger section, then seminar videos, and then it's right there. You can have a watch. It's the first seminar. AGFY here. Up to you, Share. I would wait for 250, but it does look bullish. It looks like it should break above. So yeah, up to you. CYN. CYN is bearish. CYN is bearish. It's trying to set up for a bullish pennant, but the volume isn't quite there. I mean, you should expect a breakout, technically speaking, but for me, there's not enough volume, and it's too strong of a downtrend for me to be even looking at this, to be honest. What time frame? It's up to you. 1 minute, 5 minute. It really depends what you decide to do, which time frame. But larger time frame, more confirmation, higher probability that it will run. BCL, I did this yesterday. It's still bullish. It's in a bullish pennant. You're expecting price to break out. as we speak, it is still pushing up. So yeah, 0.33 is your next resistance level on that. AGFY is breaking right now. If anyone did grab it, let me know. But yeah, candle close above, then it should go. Roma's looking not bad actually. I like this. I like the setup. It looks like the safest play. I will be probably alerting this close, probably after open. At the moment, I won't be entering it though. MRAI, this one's extremely slow and painful, but we'll just wait and see what this one does. I don't know if I will alert it just because it's too close to $1. Usually if it goes under $1, it's pretty much done. There goes AGFY. 3 missile candle close, but yeah, 1 minute looks good. So this was your entry candle here. So this candle close above was your entry candle. So if you entered here 255 all the way to 270, there's your quick 3-5%. People in the Discord know that already. Hey guys, isn't that right? So yeah, AGFY, nice, nice, nice. So now what happens is if this breaks out as it is, you can expect it to come down and retest this level. It doesn't mean it's going to come exactly to 250. It might come to 255 or 260. It might go way below to 240. But the overall prediction is that it will break, that it's done, what we expect. Break, retest, and then probably push to the upside. So let's see what it does. But if you have entered here, you should be up 3 to 5%. I would definitely take profit. Well, 1 minute time frame easier to close and could be a fake out, so that's why I asked what you were using on recommendation. It really just depends. Pre-market, I usually just use 1 minute because I'm trading with smaller size, so I'm just going for the higher risks. So, but if I was doing intraday, I'd probably wait on the 5 minute. But 1 minute candle closure is enough. It just really depends. There's no best way. I haven't backtested enough to know 5 minutes best, 1 minute's best, but 1 minute is just more confirmation, that's all. Let's go. Damn, people are banking on this in the Discord. What on, guys? BFRG is pushing up as we speak. This is looking very good on the 30 minute. I'm expecting this to run 20% yesterday and it's pushing up right now, so looks very good. This is probably my favorite setup, so I'm definitely going to watch this into open. Actually going to start plotting my levels now, so we'll just get the demand zone, last red candle here. Put this here like that, demand zone, and we'll see if this does respect it going into open. Well done, Elmo, bro. Well done, well done. No worries, John. So fun, no one should be in this. If you guys entered, there was no reason to. I mentioned about 30 times already that it needs to break above this. Was there a candle close above? No. Do we enter? No. Pretty sure that was clear, but I know some people would have tried to get in. Try to gamble and hope that it would get up. Selu, not really interested in this play. Is there anything else running over $1? Goodness me. HOVR, ROI. So ROI, look at this, right? What I mentioned, 0.165, this candle here, or this line. If you got a closure above, then you can look for entries. Was there closure above? Nope. So the reason why I say closure above is because it just gives you confirmation that there is a breakout, right? So if it does break above, then you can expect continuation. If there's no break above, then you don't expect continuation. It's simply that just part of trading where you got to be disciplined, okay, in terms of waiting for it. And you also got to wait for confirmation. So it's really just up to you what you guys decide to do, but I always wait for confirmation. I don't just hope and pray that it's going to break above, because a lot of times it will not go in your favor. Roma, I'm waiting for 150 break. If I get 150 break, I will be looking for entries, but ideally I want it to come down to this demand zone, which I'm waiting for. Yeah, exactly. 1 minute for scalping. Yeah, exactly. Or just a sniper entry if you are looking for basically an entry within a larger time frame. So if you're watching on the 5 minute and you start to see it reversing on the 5 minute, quickly switch to the 1 minute and try and look for an entry there, and then bang, you can enter. That's kind of how it would be. So look here, AGFY, right? AGFY, look here. It's doing exactly what I'm explaining, right? You got the break. Now it's coming down to retest. I don't know if it's going to hold this level, but if it does go below and it breaks above again, then you can look for re-entries. It's that simple. So here's my AGFY. This is my prediction. So AGFY prediction. AGFY. All right, cool. When in the Discord, what's the profitability rate like? So I will tell you, I've done 3,000 plus trades in the last, I think, 2 years. I have a 77% win rate, meaning that at least 75% or 77% of my alerts hit at least first target. The other 25% hit my stop loss. My stop loss is only 3%. I personally aim for 1% on my account a day. So whether you have $100,000, $10,000, $100, whatever, 1% a day is 5% a week, 20% a month. That's the way I work it. So it's up to you how you decide to trade, but majority of the time you are profitable if you listen to the risk management strategy that we share and the alerts. So that's it. Yeah, Tate, I mean, all the members that are in here can explain or also share with you, but I'm being realistic with you. Everyone loses trades, but I can tell you now, I only lose 25% of my trades. There's every single trade that I post, daily, weekly, monthly recaps, all posted in there. So you can look back and look at every single thing that I've done. For example, my last month in, I haven't done December, I need to update that. But for November, my win rate was 82% and I took 71 green trades, 16 were red. My total trades were 87. So there was an 82% win rate. My most profitable trade was 71% and my largest loss was only 3%. So I had 82%, then 72%, 70%, 73%, 73%, 85%, and so on, right? So everything's there. If you want to join the Discord, feel free. So the way I would do it with 5K account, I tell all the traders, because most people want to make money as fast as possible. The best way I can explain to you to do it, and the way I still do it to this day, is all I do is if I have exactly there. So you can, what I would do is if you have a $5,000 account, split that in half. So 2,500, okay? Then $2,500 is the money that you are trading with for today. Split that 2,500 into, I would say, at least 3 trades and maximum 5 trades. Okay, so for example, yeah, someone's done it there. So 2,000 there by 4 trades, right? Divided by 4. And then you can work out how much you should enter with each trade. And if you lose 2 trades in a row, okay, then you basically are done for the day. Come back tomorrow. And then if you hit your 1% daily goal on your account, you simply just stay. You simply just come back tomorrow, and then same thing, rinse and repeat. 2 losses in a row, you are gone from the Discord, and then you come back tomorrow. Not kicked you out. I'm just saying, like, when you lose 2 in a row, you should be done for the day and come back tomorrow, not keep trading and trading and trading. So we focus a lot on risk management because that is what I wish I knew before I even started trading. I've blown up a lot of accounts. Everyone's done it. But the main thing is that if you can at least stick to a risk management strategy and be consistent with it, you will be profitable. Everyone has a winning strategy. Everybody has a strategy, okay? But it also just is important that you have a risk management strategy. So Yeah, everything's there in the Discord. If you have any questions about it, the link is there. I think we have some spots left. I find from Twitter, your tweets are great. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, my tweets on Twitter are just charts that I like. Everything that I get into in the day are alerted in the Discord with stop loss entry targets. And then we myself and Hassie give around 5 each, so 10 total for the day. We don't give 100 alerts saying boom, boom, boom when one runs. Usually we are about 3 to 5 are green, or 4 to 5, or even 100%. We are very consistent with our results. So yeah, everything's there in the Discord if you want to join. Prices will be going up at the end of the month. I'm learning about trading, just wondering if a realistic living. I mean, if you're just starting out, the less you know is better, in my opinion, because you're gonna, the more you know, you're just gonna try and add everything that you know into one strategy and overcomplicate things. My trading style is very simple and easy. I do seminars and videos on it as well. You can learn. So up to you if you decide. Just very realistic and transparent in terms of the trading, because there's a lot of people that say, oh, 100% runners and all this. Most people don't try and aim for 1% a day. They think it's nothing. But if you can make 1% a day, 5% a week, 20% a month, I tell you what, you'll be chilling in the Bahamas. And guess what AGFI has done, right? I'm no god. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know from experience that once there's a break, here's the retest, and there's the push up. So, like I mentioned, it's not going to come exactly to this. It might go a little bit above. It might go a little bit below. You can see exactly what I've done. I've drawn it. It's done exactly what I expected. That means if you entered, okay, let's say, for instance, you entered here, okay, there is a quick 4% right there on that trade. Yeah, Discord 60. It's going up to 70 or 80, I think, next month. And then 150 for 3 months. 3 months, it just works out $50 a month as opposed to 60. All right, Roma. Okay, guys, I'm going to go over my watch list, and then I've got to head to Discord. Market's about to open. So obviously, I'm watching Roma simply because it has a lot of volume. It's down 70% yesterday, but it's up 12%. I'm looking for demand zone pullback. If I get there, then I'll be looking for possible entries. MRAI, this is in the demand zone right now. It's actually looking pretty good for entries. Personally, won't be entering now because market's about to close or open. AGFY, I know everyone and their granny is in this thing, so I'm not in this trade. I did not take it, but if you guys did, I know that this one has potential to run. So yeah, 120% up, unbelievable. BFRG is very good. Larger time frame setup, so it looks nice. RVSN, just simply trading the trend. LQR, looking for a pullback into demand zone. That's a better entry. Fun. You guys know what I'm saying about fun. Remember this. Mark this level, okay? 0.2323 or 2323. If you get a candle close above that on the 5 minute, you can look for possible entries. That's it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it stays 60. So if you join $60 before the end of the month, otherwise, I mean, when you cancel and if you want to join again, the price will go up. So end of the month, the price is going up to, I think, $70 or $80. We haven't decided yet, but yeah. Limited spots. We're going to do 10 each month, and that's it. LYT, this is looking very, very good. You can see it's in the demand zone right now. This does look good for possible entries, but I will personally wait. Selu, not really interested in this, to be honest. I don't know. It's sub $1. I've just got it here on Hassie. This is for Hassie's watch mainly. All right, guys. If you have any questions about the Discord, feel free to ask me any questions. I will be active on Twitter. That's where I'm most active. But if you want to join the Discord, I know we have 3 or 4 of you already joined, which is nice to see. 4 new members. I am about to do live trading. So for me, I will be sending out the Google Meets link as usual for the members. I'll catch you guys then. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. Hopefully we can get to 10K followers by the end of the week. We need 134, sorry, till 10K. So let's see. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for all joining. Can you do me a favor and like the stream before you head out, and